Hello and welcome back to my 303 pedal shootout. So last time I made a little bit of a mistake with the Digital Metalizer and I had one of the chorus effects on, so I'm going to do that pedal again with it off. And then we've got this pile of new pedals which we'll go through. So let's start with the 303 clean sound. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do the Digital Metalizer again. Yeah, that sounds a bit more like it should. I really like that pedal. So let's go on with a new one. This one is called the Les Lius, and it is a pedal that I made from Fuzz Dog, and it's meant to sound a bit like a Fender Tweed amp. So let's see how that goes. Pretty good. It has a boost button, so I'll engage that now. That sounds surprisingly great. That's the Les Lius. This is the Boss Sansamp British. I use this one quite often for playing live, although as you can tell by its dusty appearance, I haven't used it recently live. But let's give it a go. It's meant to sound a bit like a vintage Marshall. We'll try it. Little technical problem there. Let's go again. I don't think that sounded so great. It is what it is. You do have quite a few EQ controls on it. You might be able to get a better sound than I did, but I think there are a lot better options than that. This is another Boss Super Overdrive, but this is one that I have modified. And I've modified it primarily for my guitar. So I don't know how it's going to sound with the 303, but maybe it will be amazing. It does sound better than the standard Super Overdrive. I don't know. Similarly to the standard Super Overdrive, it's a little bit tame, but it's fine. It has a good sound, but again, there are better options. All right, this one is called the Marshall Shredmaster. So, I mean, it wins 4 points for the name, but how does it sound? Yeah, no, sorry about the crackly pots. I guess I've not used it for a while. Yeah, it's a bit boring and tame. Some of the other ones we tried last week were definitely better. This one is a copy of a pedal called the SHO. This is the Crackle OK version. It's just a single transistor boost. I don't know how it's going to distort or if it will distort, but there's only one way to find out. Yeah, that's kind of a straightforward distortion. I'm kind of wondering, I mean, it has a ton of level. I wonder if it's just overdriving the mixer. But it does sound nice. I would actually use that in a track. I think that it has a direct and straightforward sort of sound. This is a pedal called Big Omar, and it's been designed by a friend of mine called John Arnold, and he sells the PCBs for these. So if you want to make one, if it does sound good, then get in touch with him. Again, it might be more of a level boost. I have tried it with guitar though, and it does have grit, so I'm expecting a bit of overdrive at least. Yeah, really good. Again, there's not much variation, but it does sound great, and I think it sounds a bit better than the SHO did. This is the Electro Harmonics Double Muff, which has got two overdrive pedals in one, and they're chained one after the other, so you can have one of the overdrive units overdriving the second one. It's a sort of fuzzy sounding overdrive. I really like it for my guitar and like Stratocaster or something, because it makes it quite thick. And it has good low end. I'm expecting great things from this, but you never know till you try it. Okay, that's only a light overdrive. I'm going to turn it down and like absolutely nail it. Yep, fantastic, good pedal, Electro Harmonics Double Muff. This one is the MXR Jimi Hendrix System Classic Fuzz. And this is a bit of a rare pedal. I mean, it's not rare because, you know, it's like a long lost classic or something, but I happen to think it's a really good fuzz pedal for guitar. I think it might be a bit like the MXR BC 108 fuzz. I know it's got a buffer built in, so it might actually sound really good with the synth. We tried a fuzz last time and it did have quite a unique tone, so I'm kind of curious as to what will happen now. It's kind of buzzsaw-y. I don't think it's spectacularly good. I do like it for guitar, however. But maybe you like that one. It sounded pretty nice. This one is the Xotic Effects RC Booster. And RC stands for really clean, but it does have a distortion circuit on it, so we'll try that. Yeah, I like it, sort of. So one thing that's good about it is that it's really quiet. The other pedals had loads of hum. This one doesn't. So it is, I guess, really clean. It could do with a bit more drive, I think. I mean, it does have drive, obviously. It distorted. It doesn't have that kind of edgy mental gain to it. One other thing that I like about it is the treble and bass controls. I think they're in quite useful frequencies. So one thing with the 303 is when you bring the resonance up, you lose bass. But with this, it's got the bass control, so you can dial it back in. Xotic effects do have pedals which have a bit more gain, so they might be more of a good thing to use with the 303. So yeah, RC booster, a bit of a mixed bag, but decent. This one is the Electro Harmonix Linear Power Booster. Like some of the other pedals we tried today, I think this is more of like a volume boost, but I tried it with my Strat and it does have a sort of fuzzy edge, so you know, maybe it will sound good with the 303. Yep, that's overdriving immediately. Yeah, it's more of a kind of subtle kind of thing. A bit of light fuzz, not particularly impressive. So that is it for this part of the shootout. I think the best ones for me today were the Electro Harmonix Double Muff. That was really good. And I was quite surprised by this one, the Fuzz Dog Les Lius. I didn't think it was going to sound so good, but it did sound really good. Tune in next time for more 303 pedals.